Good morning. I'm meteorologist Kevin Smith here at the National Weather Service in Pocatello with your weather hazard briefing for Tuesday, September 17th. Two main points here as we look at the weather over the next few days. First, that low pressure system that's been responsible for several rounds of shower activity, some strong thunderstorms with some strong winds here over the last couple afternoons. That low pressure system is finally here. It's going to move directly overhead our southeast Idaho forecast area over the course of today, which means today is the wettest and coolest day that we are expecting this week. So with this low pressure system overhead, we're expecting showery conditions, widespread showers across the region over the course of the day, a few embedded thunderstorms as well here and there. It's going to be on and off hit and miss activity. There'll certainly be some drier periods of a few hours, but there may be some wetter periods of a few hours too, as multiple rounds of showers move across the region here throughout the day, finally starting to taper off or diminish in coverage here as we go into the evening hours this evening. Also, cool conditions. High temperatures are only expected to reach the upper 50s to lower 60s today. So this will be one of the noticeably coolest days that we've had so far late this summer as we head toward fall. Certainly much different than the temperatures we were seeing yesterday. I believe we made it up to about 77 degrees here at Pocatello, and a few places did make it to 80 yesterday. Going to feel drastically cooler with this low pressure system overhead today. Finally, a little bit of good news, probably for most of you. Depends on what you're looking for, what you're doing here for the rest of the week, but some signs in the guidance we may be trending a little bit drier overall once we make it through today. We have several low pressure systems out there, and these are all going to be players in whether or not we see additional rounds of precipitation as we go from Wednesday into Friday, even into next weekend. But right now, the one that's overhead today expected to move its way up into Montana. We have another system coming in that may stay well to our south. It may be able to hold most of its moisture to the south of Idaho, and some models even bringing in a third low pressure system to our northwest that will track north of us. Some question as to whether or not that will be in close enough proximity to give us some showers. So the general idea here is unless one of these key players, unless one of these low pressure systems can really get close enough to our area to bring organized precipitation, we may be seeing more dry than wet after we make it through this low that's overhead today. Cooler conditions, though, expected to continue for the rest of the week. May see some places try to get close to 70 again as we head toward the latter part of the week, particularly in our normally warmer locales such as the eastern Magic Valley, the Snake Plain, maybe the Raft River region as well. And we'll walk through those graphics here in just a moment. Weather risk outlook here for the next 5 days, a little bit front-loaded. Again, today is the wettest and coolest day of the forecast. Today is the best chance at seeing a few additional thunderstorms embedded with these showers, so we do have a minor risk lit up here for the entire region today, particularly because of lightning. As we move forward here through the next few days, you can see some of these grid cells here are starting to go blank. Again, a little bit of a signal toward drier conditions. You can see we still have a few zones here that are lit up with mention of showers or few showers with some question marks thrown in, particularly Thursday onward as we monitor these other low pressure systems around the area. But outside of that, not expecting a really strong warm up, not expecting strong winds, not really expecting much in the way of other weather-related hazards here as we go forward through the rest of the week and into next weekend. No watches, warnings, or advisories currently in effect here as we open up your Tuesday morning, and map shown here. Current satellite loop showing very clearly that low pressure center that is finally moving in overhead. It's drifting to the northeast out of Nevada. You can see this counterclockwise swirl of white cloud cover all around this low. You can see a lot of that cloud cover positioned right overhead here in central and eastern Idaho, where many of you will be waking up to either wet conditions from overnight rain or ongoing showers, falling rain here. As we go through the morning hours, again, on and off rain showers expected region-wide throughout the day today. If you look up here, though, toward the Henry's Lake area, the Island Park area, you're right on the edge of the cloud cover. Why am I mentioning that? The northern lights are out for the very few of you who do not have cloud cover and precipitation out there during the very early morning hours. This is the Idaho Transportation Department webcam image from 4:02 a.m. this morning up in Henry's Lake. If you look closely up in the sky here, you can see these vertically oriented pillars, these little streaks of light here that are up and down along the skyline. That's, to the naked eye, what the northern lights, what the pillars of the aurora would look like. And that was captured here several times during the overnight hours on the webcam. So if you are one of the lucky few who are not seeing rain showers and cloud cover this morning, and you can catch it before the sun comes up, before we start to get some light contamination, the northern lights have been intermittently out here during the overnight hours. Radar loop matches up pretty well with satellite. Other than a few spots here up in the northeast and over toward the Wyoming border, a lot of you dealing with recent showers here or ongoing rainfall as we open up your Tuesday. And you can see this corridor here from Clark County down across portions of Craters of the Moon, portions of the central and lower Snake Plain, and then down into the south central highlands, seeing the steadiest precipitation here as of about 4:35 a.m. Severe weather outlook today, generally not looking for any organized severe weather. We're trending cooler, we're trending more stable, we're trending away from strong thunderstorms on what is really now day 3 of this activity out ahead of the low. You can see just everyone is shaded here with a general chance of thunder, maybe some of that embedded with the showers today. You can also see here on our excessive rainfall outlook that risk has generally drifted to the north. Again, today's the wettest day of the forecast, so we're not going to sound the all clear for maybe a localized issue somewhere. If you've been seeing a lot of steady precipitation here over the last day or so, and you see maybe a couple hits from thunderstorms today, there may be some ponding of water. There may be a few localized problems, particularly in terrain areas or near burn scars with a little bit of flooding today. But all in all, not expecting any major or widespread threat here across southeast Idaho. High temperatures, here's that cool down. Readings only getting into the upper 50s to low 60s region-wide. 63 out in Shoshone. That's one of your warmer spots in our entire forecast area today. 62 in Pocatello. You can see those upper 50s up to Stanley, up in the West Yellowstone and Island Park region, Mount Pelier, Soda Springs. It is going to feel like fall. And that cloud cover and that shower activity is certainly going to help reinforce these cooler temperatures. Additional rainfall through tonight. This is on top of everything we've already seen. Still some decent amounts out there. Lowest here in the eastern Magic Valley, where you see lighter green shading, generally a tenth, maybe 2/10 of an inch of additional rainfall out in this area. Up the Snake Plain, we'll generally see another 1/4 inch, maybe a little bit more over the course of today and tonight. And then a lot of the darker shading here, these darker greens, you'll notice are east of Interstate 15 over toward the Wyoming border. This corridor probably favored for the heaviest additional rain showers today, or at least the steadiest, most persistent activity. And that should rack up to another 1/2 inch or more of rainfall over the course of the day. And certainly we're hoping this is all going to continue to put a good damper on our wildfires that are still occurring in some of our mountain ranges out across the region. As we move forward into Wednesday, we're going to take that low pressure center, we're going to pull it to the northeast up toward Montana, and we're going to start to reduce our shower activity here locally. I think up here in the northeast, as you get to the north and east of Idaho Falls, and maybe even up into Chalice and Lemhi County as well, this general region will stand the best chance for seeing some more organized shower activity on Wednesday. They'll be in a little bit closer proximity to that departing low pressure system. For the rest of us, maybe just a few isolated hit and miss showers. And you can see here on this graphic, as far as thunderstorms go, we are not shaded for thunderstorm activity as you go into Wednesday. And here on our excessive rainfall outlook, not looking for any flood concerns either. High temperatures on Wednesday gaining just a few degrees here. You see some locations are getting into the mid, perhaps upper 60s, particularly as you head south and west here toward the Raft River region or the eastern Magic Valley. But still, it's going to feel like fall. It's going to be very cool for another day out there compared to the temperatures that we've had over the past couple weeks. Advancing into Thursday, we'll gain a few more degrees, and this is going to be reinforced by that drying trend. If we can keep the rest of the low pressure systems out of of our local area. We can get some sunshine going out there. It's going to help these temperatures relax a little bit and creep back up toward more seasonable levels. And you can see we're forecasting about 70 degrees or so returning across the eastern Magic Valley into Burley, into Pocatello, Blackfoot, Idaho Falls, getting very close. And otherwise 60s continuing to dominate our forecast here for other locations in southeast Idaho. Very similar readings here for Friday as well, so no strong warm-up yet on the horizon. Saturday, maybe another degree or so, but still high temperatures generally ranging from about 63 to 70 degrees across the region. And we'll continue to monitor that shower potential here as we watch the other low pressure systems that will be moving across the western United States. That's it for your briefing this morning. If you have questions, comments, concerns, anything we can help you with, we are here 24/7. Information is shown here on the slide for contacting us here at our office. And everyone have a great Tuesday.